This is a memory palace journey for the thermodynamic processes. And so I want us to have a good sense of memory for these types of information. Okay? And in order to remember this, we will be going into a place from a TV show. This is a bar, okay? And the TV show is called Friends. And in this place, you're going to notice that All Might is over here, okay? And Midoriya from the Boku no Hero anime is throwing pumpkins at All Might constantly. And this is for training purposes. So All Might is in the bar, okay? So this is going to be indicated as isobaric, okay? And indicated as constant pressure because constantly the pumpkin is being thrown at All Might. Okay, the next part of the story involves Midoriya needing constant upgrades to increase his core power level. You know, we know that right now is 5%. We want to increase it by 10%. He can activate this when Present Mike is that superhero that is really loud constantly. He's like usually talking on a radio, I think. And he's the bartender here, right? He's screaming at a constant volume to make announcements. And so remember that we want to increase Midoriya's core power level, right? In order to do that, we use the bartender, which is Present Mike, to scream at a constant volume to make announcements. So this is going to be indicated as isochoric, being indicated having constant volume. So core, Midoriya, core power level increasing. In order to do that, we have the bartender screaming at a constant volume. Now, next part of the story involves isothermal. So the grandma, the actual nurse from the medical setting, is sitting right here. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's sitting right here. She already has the thermometer that was taken out of Midoriya's mouth, and she expressed to All Might about how much he needed to put less pressure on Midoriya and to actually give him some of his muscle mass so that Midoriya has more volume in his thin skin. Because I don't know if you noticed in the anime that All Might had a lot of expectations for Midoriya. And so this grandma nurse wants to emphasize that we should put less pressure on Midoriya and let him do what he wants to do in his own way. And so, you know, less pressure. So this is involving isothermal because we use the thermometer in the story. Okay, isothermal being indicated as decreasing pressure, okay, and then increasing volume. So the volume that we're talking about is the actual muscle mass that All Might has, and we want to bring that muscle mass that All Might has and place it right onto Midoriya to increase volume. Okay, all right. Now, All Might proceeded to do this. He proceeded to pull the muscle from his skin and place it onto Midoriya, and as a result, Midoriya got knocked out. Okay, Midoriya is knocked out over here. Okay, he fell down to the floor, and then as he woke up, Batman was actually standing over here. Okay, and no, when Midoriya woke up, Batman initially placed his cape around Midoriya, surrounding him. Okay, so we can prevent any heat exchange. It seems that maybe Midoriya was very, very sick with the flu, and we wanted to, you know, prevent the cold from getting to him. Okay, and you know this is indicated as adiabatic because Batman adiabatic, being indicated as having no heat exchange. Okay, and we would also indicate that this will be lower pressure and lower volume than isothermal properties. And in the story, we explain that by seeing Batman throwing needles all over Midoriya, so we can steal that muscle mass and all that power from Midoriya. Because apparently Batman is very greedy. He wants all that power for himself. And this is going to result in lower pressure and lower volume compared to isothermal. So the adiabatic is no heat exchange because Batman provided the cape that surrounds Midoriya to prevent from heat exchange. And so this is the memory palace of the thermodynamic processes.